for the keeps. Had to make out with a beast.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now, he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Stafford's pass.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 31. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Up a couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Stafford. He's got his man. It's Butler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Come on, man. Set the go.
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Stafford's pass.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let it pop it through the posts.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
He had the numbers of a game last week that you win. You talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsay. 7 carries, 119 yards, and the score.
Are we playing old school football now? We got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
again, a first down carry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Intercepted by the Lions.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Carried by the wide.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens nothing.
On 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Well, there was a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
From the 24, Jackson completes it to Hardman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. It lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Trey Flowers.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Baltimore.
What were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Tackle made at the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
He'll run it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards in a first.
That's good.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And fights through one man. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
This is Butler making the catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Stafford on first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Open man, Butler complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And an incomplete pass.
Stafford's pass.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It leads to
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one.
It's now 4th down.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
First and goal.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They go play action now. Jackson, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Second and 10. Stafford again. Another throw for Galladay. This one complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, Stafford here. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Matthew Stafford sacked.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Takes it at the 7. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tackle 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Second and 5.
Play action. It's Jackson. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 79 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look. Ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
It's good, and it's 21-10. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford, he'll get this one to Galladay. Touchdown, Detroit! Kenny Galladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He was
balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
A pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. This will be caught by Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys this one.
And you better believe they'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's upended after a game. Of 2 out to the 27.
Hakeem Butler.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The 27-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. That's complete to Butler. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford, screenplay, Johnson. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Back now in Baltimore.
Quarter of play.
It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down.
That's starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
Sack.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Number 21.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson, and he's got his man, Marquise Brown, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And Detroit getting set to go now. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. This pass into the arms of Snead. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
It's second down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford underneath for Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. To the air again. Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the pressure gets to him again. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. Now leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
4th down.
They snap it to Stafford. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that could hurt you.
So for Baltimore, they climb back to 500 now